We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Ready. Okay. Blown away. Now. Where the hell are we? But that's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now coming from the second trial against Mr. Albedo. Jean, whatever, will once again oversee the process.
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Handsome man, male, 46 years old, harsh, marital status, single, occupation, hunter, consistence with the conclusion of the trial. His disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone, Mr. Dilk found his consistence with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is a handsome man. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of deposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Chemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction, and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
What?
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Oh, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Just stepping forward was brave enough. Thanks to for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Specialists here also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
Evidence we found in the body's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office. The most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter location of the crime scenes. What does map belong to? Yes. Right. The one who marked the locations. Yes. You do realize that basically an admission of your dungeon is against using your since you covered that compartment, I might as well expound on the map.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have, never killed a single person.
You have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
It's hurtful. You've presented ridiculous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I would not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking of his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Does that mean you're beautiful? You mean brushing off the snow? That's supposed to be a hint. If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with your own was kept in hall was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything uncovered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What caused this? Dude. What the hell? No. Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know what version, but there was an event that called something with snow and mist. I don't remember how it called. That there was a fight with Bennett, Yola, Albedo, Ember, and more against evil Albedo. Okay. Again, I don't remember what version it was, but there was a fight of an event. Okay. This just sounds so much more for this one. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one investigating the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the third occasion. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the here and there. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, what was believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case. I hope the verdict reflects. Thank you.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Bertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things in the
What?
There was indeed bodies at the integration, and I didn't kill and bury someone else. Dude, you just said that you never killed anyone.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Bertha. The story doesn't end in some time ago, I covered an uninvited guest on our spine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate the secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain location. Wait a second. So you mean that you have killed your evil version? That's what you meant?
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area.
What I just said.
If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands. You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would defend it, Miss Bertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked the man on our spine was my height with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in cloth than So someone who happens to look exactly like you. I was right. It does come to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I choose someone that the one who looked barely identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. What? I see. The person I need to redraw that.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
Hello to you, too.
What the fuck is going on? As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Nose Fund.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
I've been staged on around spine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the East, the Valley, defeated during in a battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains around his spine. The ring was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revealed by the day. My imposter's arrangement was a failed experiment abandoned in Ruinstein, and successfully interrogation.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of the homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you? That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here. Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm. Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go.
How's going on? How's going on?
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
How's going on?
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
I hope everyone's alright. We really appreciate the help.
Fine. Let's shoot fast.
Hey, Betty! What's with the freak out? It's just us. So, these two know the other's identity then?
Come on.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies? What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims? Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people. Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
You're just idiot.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Can we actually do something interesting? You the upper that bitch. My God. Let's go, man.
Verdict is
Oh, fuck. God.
frostbite. Freeze. Dodge this. Burn. This one will be frozen in time.
They're over there! Dilu, Kara! What? We can't be here because we care?